Growing up, I loved baking pies with my grandma. In the summer, we'd go out and pick blackberries. Most of them would end up either on in my stomach or on my face as war paint. To this day, I still bake pies with my grandma. So today, with the help of Better Homes and Gardens recipe and my grandma's adjustment, HannahBock, I'm going to teach you how to bake a blackberry pie, starting with preparing your ingredients, mixing your ingredients and rolling out the crust, and serving the pie. So let's talk about the ingredients and tools you'll need. So your ingredients include flour, lard, Crisco, an egg, vinegar, and water, and a little bit of salt for the crust. You'll need berries, in this case blackberries, sugar, cornstarch for the filling, and then you'll need butter, sugar, milk for the top of the crust, and you'll need a pie plate, a sifter for your flour, a pastry cutter, or you could use a fork, another fork to whisk your egg, some measuring cups, and some mixing bowls, and obviously an oven. Alright, after gathering all these supplies, it's time to mix the ingredients and roll out the crust. So to start out, you'll add your Crisco and your lard to a bowl, and then you'll sift your flour. That's very important. If it's not sifted, it'll be too dry. So you'll sift your flour into a bowl, and you'll mix everything together with your pastry cutter. After that, you will grab one of your measuring cups. You'll add an egg to the cup, and then your tablespoon of vinegar. The vinegar helps to cut the taste of the lard. And then in that same cup, you'll fill the rest of the liquid up to 2/3 of the cup. It's a little funky of a recipe, but after whisking your egg up in that wet mixture, you'll add that to your flour and your lard and your Crisco. Mix it up good together, and then you'll put that in the freezer for a good 30 minutes, let it cool, let it chill. So while that's chilling, you will prepare your berries. So whether they're freshly picked or they're frozen, you'll rinse them off, make sure they're clean. Add your Crisco, which will thicken your juice, it won't be as runny, and your sugar. Now your sugar amount depends on how sweet your berries are. If they're too sweet, then you won't add as much sugar, but if they're pretty sour, then you add more sugar. So you'll roll out your pie crust after that. You'll put it in a big mound, and then you'll just roll the edges, making sure everything is even. So you'll have your bottom crust in your pie plate, add your berries, and then it's about 2 or 3 tablespoons of butter you'll put on top of your berries from there. Then you'll add your pie crust. So with blackberry pie, I don't like to do the lattice design. I like to do just little slits. So you'll add your top crust on there, and then you will either pinch with your fingers, or you'll grab a fork and do the indentations to kind of seal the top and the bottom layers. And then afterwards, we use milk and sugar. So you'll dust some sugar on your top crust, and then you will grab a barbecue brush with some milk and dab that on the top, and it makes for a sweeter top crust than just using something like egg wash. So you are ready for the oven. You'll bake it for about 30 to 45 minutes at 350 degrees. And then once the top and the bottom of your crust, you can kind of see it in clear pie plates. But once that's golden and your liquid within the berries and underneath the crust has boiled, it's time to take out of the oven. All right, now on to serving your pie. My favorite is to use ice cream on a warm pie. And then if it's cold, and you've already started eating it, just use some whipped cream. Today I've shared with you how to make a blackberry pie, including preparing your ingredients, mixing your ingredients, and rolling your pie crust, and serving your pie. You can take this recipe and make your own memories, bake your own fall pies for the holiday. All right, let's eat some pie. Yep.